Hi there. I'm Mark Sebastian, founder of OptionPit.com, and this is the AM Volatility Report. Reminder, this should not be considered investment advice. Options have risk. Consult your financial professional. Hey, make sure you check out our blog every day. We kind of talk about what we're looking at. And what are we looking at today? Well, we got some funky stuff going on. We got a little saber rattling out of the Trump administration. We've got lots of movement in vol. VIX futures are up nicely. We were briefly backward today where VIX cash was above the August future. That has waned. The August future has picked up some steam, and the VIX has lost some steam. So that is something unique that we've seen. And this is all in response to markets being off, 6.5 points, the RUT down 9, the NASDAQ down 30. So we're really talking 1/4 to 0.5%. Not exactly the craziest sell-off I've ever seen, but in a situation where the market is short a lot of volatility, and there's certainly some fear in markets, it's not entirely unheard of for us to, potentially take a little breather on some technical reasons, on reasons of obviously some saber rattling. So it's not completely crazy that we would have a VIX that is 12 on North Korea news. I mean, let's not forget, we're talking like, oh wow, I can't believe how much the VIX is up. It's 12. All right, it's 12. 2 years ago, we would have said, oh, the VIX is 12. It's back to it's so low. I can't believe how low the VIX is. So, hold everything in context. I think that's a major, kind of an important theme to remember, is that in context, yes, is the VIX up nicely today? It's up a point. Is the market off very much? No, not yet. But, how much more can futures run? I think we're going to see things get stretched out a little this morning and then probably back off. There's a lot of shortness in the AUG future. There were a lot of people that have been just kind of blasting AUG future. How can I lose? Well, they're learning how they can lose. So, I look at, the squeezy nature of VIX and AUG VIX as something that we're looking at today. I think if you want a better understanding of what's actually happening in markets, then you're talking more. Take a look at how September is moving around. Take a look at how kind of everything is moving. We've seen the VIX, like it's up $1.15 today, or the AUG future is now up as much as VIX. That's a nice move. All right, so that's just something to be aware of. Is that we are down and we may see things back off a little, but that AUG future is being squeezed. It was not being squeezed this morning. Somebody just came in and bought a ton of them. That's pushing VIX and S&P much higher, and is really kind of gonna be controlling how the market acts throughout the day. I think you're gonna see this thing squeeze and then probably back off. I think Tillerson's out with some more, a little more relaxed commentary, and that's kind of the way we're seeing things. Don't be surprised if we see the low close at around 10:30 Central, 11:30 Eastern when the VIX has its Euro close. But that's what we're seeing. Is we're seeing a little vol squeeze here, and at some point it will come off because someone's going to step in. But you can see there. Look at there's legitimately no offer. Meanwhile, SEP is moving in a much more kind of reasonable fashion, and kind of the whole complex, it's moving pretty normally. August, this close to expiration, not surprised that it's seeing a little pressure. So that's just kind of something to be aware of. That is where we're at. With that move, I mean, take a look at VVIX. 100, back above 112. Huge move there. All right. VXST, 1292. So you've got kind of everything kind of lining up toward hopefully a little more normalization and a little more, kind of seeing the way things shake out today. You can see on individual names I'm going to be watching. Apple's up a little bit. Amazon's down. It's not like any of the individual markets are really moving that much. Financials are down, some. This is an entirely macro vol type of move. There is a lot of short vol racing to cover, and that could drive trading today. All right, folks. If you got questions, you can email me marketoptionpit.com or you can call me 888-trade01.